Someone might have to play for me.
That bad, huh?
It sucks.
No, I'm sorry, dude.
Yeah, I'm sorry, dude.
Yeah, I mean, if you got to drop, we'll I'll run Krakus for you and try not to get him killed.
Okay.
While also trying to kill him. It's a it's a weird balance.
Both sides.
Part of me
use
wants you to
the-
die.
Use the skelly parts. And I have a shitload of stuff in my inventory that can be used.
Is that like a Final Fantasy 12 gambit?
I mean, goddamn, I have so much shit. And I've never, funnily enough, never been in a situation where I could use any of it. But
As a utility caster, I feel that.
Oh, Kyle, I'll just let you roll with Krakus. I am going to go sleep.
All right, feel better.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, hope you feel better soon.
Thank you. Thank you. See y'all.
Take care.
Okay. Last week, after a quick rest between the walls of light that offered a little space of respite from the goo creatures, you all pushed onward to find more of the things raining down upon you, but also some taller, sort of springy versions of the same or similar looking little guys. Push forward in somewhat similar fashion to the first hallway, but were not able to keep the same pace, taking a bit longer, a bit more damage along the way, but ultimately getting to the end of the hallway where there were two basins, each with a thick clear tube at the center. Krakus quickly identified that the tubes needed to be filled with what the creatures were made of, gathering some from the floor and from himself. Yvette was manning the scaffolding and quickly rushed the light to the end, and then leapt off into a nearby basin to
Dumbass idea.
fill that one partially, taking a fair bit of damage along the way. And then the rest of the creatures swarmed Percy's and Zell, who were able to get to the basin, but brought a huge number of the little blobs with you. Eventually dispatched enough of them to fill the tubes and then throw the lever and rush through the barrier of light before anyone was subdued. Percy's did lose a lion form, so that's a wild shape down. One wild shape down. But now you look on into the final room, which looks to be a single large space, not a hallway. And you once again have some time to heal up and get your bearings before tackling this last challenge.
Okay.
I'm going to. Zael is going to down one of his potions.
Yeah, I'm in good shape. It looks like Krakus is less in good shape, though. I know that he said that they wanted to have these parts, or because I have Cure Light Wounds, but I know it only gives like what for him.
Does Cure Light Wounds work on Krakus
It's half effective.
because of the bones?
Yes. So, I'm trying to check what the bone stockpile is like here.
Ivette's like lie on the floor, just chugging every potion he can find on the backpack. Bit
I'm gonna do one more. Continue. Sorry, is that?
How many bones are in a rib cage?
Counting mine. Like
It's kind of hard to
20?
count your own. Yeah.
How many?
I'm just gonna Google it. So
Oh.
So wait. We got one there. 2, 3.
24 ribs. I was close. So actually, 2 sets of 12.
Wait, what? Oh,
24
geez.
ribs.
Seems like
That's a lot
too
of bone.
many.
Yeah.
Is that like front and back counted separate?
This is the rib cage. I put it in chat.
Okay, that's 5. I think.
Oh, damn. I guess I don't think of it as going that far up, but it sure does. Okay, Krakus has half a rib cage, so I'm trying to figure out how many bones that counts for. I don't think it counts for 12.
Yeah,
but it definitely counts for more than one.
Because they're smaller bones, right?
Yeah,
So
they're small, but a rib cage is pretty significant. So I think I'm going to make this count for like 3, for half a rib cage being 3 and a full being 6.
That's reasonable.
Which I believe is going to be his level times 3 for healing. But I will double check. Don't want to get my own rules wrong. Yep. Okay. Okay, so that's going to be 21 healing.
Wowza.
Damn.
And I think we'll do one more. We'll do an arm, or half an arm. Up to 56. Okay, so Krakus is up to 56 out of 63.
Nice. Okay, cool. So I really don't need to use any potions on him then. Because I'm in good shape. Can we like make out like I guess are we getting ahead of myself by asking? Can we make out anything in the room ahead of us?
Yeah. So the space ahead of you is actually, I guess I can give you more because there's a light there that will make it more visible. But I'll just reveal the whole fucking thing. Whatever. There's 2 large braziers lighting this room, similar to the one that you've been dragging around through the last 2 hallways. There's some scaffolding leading to each. But I think probably the main thing you notice, because it's right next to your door, is there's another one of these big tubes. And the floor is ever so slightly slanted towards it. And I think you can see it slants in the other direction up here as well. Let's see.
So when you say when you say it slants, the direction you use like a bowl? Or could you just describe the description again if you don't mind? Ooh.
Yeah, it's so it's not a dramatic slanting, but the room seems to slant into the four corners, basically. So
Okay.
there's like a little line that runs through the center, both horizontal and vertical, where the rim is at its maximum height, and then it's a subtle little slanting to the four corners from there.
Are those fires or embers?
These are braziers that are hanging from the ceiling.
Okay.
So the scaffolding here looks to be fixed, but it is still accessible by ladders. It's about 30 feet in height. These bad boys are columns.
And these are the ladders to get up there. Like there's not a ladder on this side.
Correct.
Okay. Go over here and peer in. This original scaffolding that had our light ended, right?
Correct. It does not follow into this little safe space that you're in right now. It stops at the edge.
Okay. I'm gonna do one more.
Yvette, are you healing yourself up anymore? I think you healed at the end of last session.
Yeah.
Some, but
Out of I'm out of potions.
Hey, look at that.
hey, nice.
That's all I can get.
That is good. That's what I.
If anyone has spare shit, I will take it.
Oh
But I'm
yeah,
out
yeah,
of
yeah. I
potions.
have plenty of potions. You want some potions?
Sure. I like that.
Well, let's go one at a time and see how you do, and there can be more after that. Toss one over to Yvette.
It's 1d8, right?
Yes, +1.
Also, by the way, I'm prepping a giant spider. If you want me to send you the stats and stuff for that, I don't know if you have
I
that.
think I have it.
Okay, I forgot if I did
Nine.
this before.
Toss another one to you. Hey, there you go.
Hey, that's much better. One plus
I have it on hand if you want me to resend it, though. Just let me know.
it's 57. I'm 10 HP off. Off full.
What's your full? What's your total?
67. I'm on 57.
Take one more if you'd like.
Okay. Hog. Thank you very much.
Okay, there should be a giant spider stat block in your
I
journal
feel
now.
much more
Yes, I see
confident
this,
now.
And I
giant
think you can just drag it out onto the map when you summon
I'm
it.
sorry, giant spiders?
Yeah, he's gonna summon a giant spider.
Oh, then I'm totally cool with that.
There's a spider. I can just okay. I'll try and figure it out when I do it.
That's how I find
Right
out Zahel has the spider phobia.
I just don't know. I'm not sure Zell's not gonna want to, stab it.
now. I'll be like, don't be scared.
Spiders are friends.
Not food.
And Krakus could probably eat a spider, I bet. So.
They're mostly very chill. I mean, you can eat a lot of spiders.
You can, I
I'm
guess.
sorry. What did you just say?
You can. It's a lot of spiders. They're not all just fucking toxic for you. They can be food.
Oh, I guess. I don't think they're
okay.
very efficient food, though.
Yeah.
It depends, I think, because I never looked into the nutritional value of spiders, but there's some bugs that are incredibly surprisingly like nutritious. So I don't know.
Yeah, I know it's very protein heavy, but there's like crickets and stuff like grasshoppers. But
Yeah, they have a lot of protein in their exoskeletons, but spiders don't have those, right? They're soft.
yeah, I don't.
I had no idea. Is it time to Google nutritional value of a spider?
Spiders are a good source of protein, vitamins, and minerals. They contain all essential amino acids, making them a complete protein source.
Wow.
They're sick. Bugs in. adjacents are cool as fuck.
I don't know how it'd be appetizing, but it'd be nutrition.
If at one point you can cut it
Hero
into small
Spider-Man's
enough
need for
parts
Chris
that
birthday.
it doesn't matter.
I mean, but yes, I will. I will probably. That'll be the first thing I do. Is
You
summon
can
a
always
spider.
make it into a patty, and that's fine. That's just a hamburger.
Okay, is everyone ready to go forward?
I think so.
Yes, I will hold my aim into if getting ready if anything pops out when they step in, but I will be behind the light for a little bit since I'm ranged. I think I could take a little bit more of defensive position after trying to fucking wrestler move and take 12 damage out of stupidity. I will
Oh.
never try to be cool again. I will be here shooting stuff.
Actually, before we do anything, I'm going to cast this on myself. Forgot I had this, so I'm going to cast Long Strider and add 10 to my speed.
You have fire hands for a little bit longer as well. If you, I think we can scroll up probably to see what your time left on that is.
It was only like 2 or 3 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah, and so I'd say take a minute off whatever you had left at the end of last time for.
Okay. Yeah, I think I see 412 will produce flame up here, so we can just make it a flat 3.
Okay, that works for me.
Cool.
And there's still like fucking 30 minutes left on your resist acid.
Resist acid and spider climb,
Oh my god.
because the hell has spider climb as well.
Okay.
I gave Krakus 40 minutes on acid, Zahel 40 minutes on acid, and I
And
have
it's
30 on both.
20 acid? Is that correct?
I
Resist
believe
20?
it was 20 acid, yes.
How high would you say the
30
scaffolding
feet.
is? 30 feet? Okay. How high to the ceiling?
You can't see the ceiling.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it's like just void.
Yeah.
That's the spell, yeah.
Okay, who's going in first?
I guess. So these are these walls or planks?
Those are the scaffolding, which is above the 30 feet above the room.
Got you.
So that's walkable if you climb the ladder to get up there, or I mean, get up there however you want, I guess. But
Zell ain't scared.
I'm actually, yeah, I'm gonna go
Hold the aim. Getting
against
ready if
the
anything
wall. I'm gonna like climb the wall.
anything
pretty much.
pops out, I'm shooting it.
I'll enter through here, right here, against the wall.
The ears in the middle.
Can I do a
Okay.
perception check or anything just to make sure nothing's going on? Nothing. Or do we already kind of do a perception check to reveal to kind of investigate the room?
I'm assuming that you are aware and like on
Okay.
your toes.
Okay.
As you walk through. Given that the last 2 spaces like this that you walked into, shit fell from the ceiling. I think you're fully expecting what happens next. Which is some shit falls from the ceiling.
Yep.
2 huge glossy black bulbs drop down, slamming into the floor, shaking the entire room with their landing, and seemingly shaking additional creatures from the ceiling.
Fun.
Boom. Big boys.
Was I ready? Do I get a free shot?
Yes.
They're far as fuck, but I'm gonna try it anyway.
Littler boys. I forgot I had these numbers last 2 times. Much easier for me than colors.
Do I get sneaky shit because I was ready or something?
I will say yes.
Yeah. So rare that I can get the shit.
So Ivette's gonna get one shot, and then I need a round of initiative from everyone.
Can I aim at 2?
Sure.
Oh, crit!
Wow.
Wow.
That's a lot of big number.
This is third range increment.
Yeah,
So you're
he's gonna-
taking a -6 to this?
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
but it's still
minus- wait,
touch,
20.
right?
Yeah, -6.
Wow.
So it's 22 on the confirm, which is still enough.
Yes. There's also +1 fire damage.
Of course.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Wait! Can I use the penetrating shot thing?
Oh, I need to look at the item before I tell you what you can and can't do.
You don't want to nuke his blob at the beginning.
Because they're
1
by
second
speaking-
in. He's gonna
By
destroy
s-
your boy.
By speaking a command word as a switch to action, the next piece of
No.
enhancing immunity or fire before the end of that. I need to do it before I attack.
Yeah, you
Okay.
because this is a reaction, you can't take a swift action as part of it.
Okay. I gotta remember that I have this thing. Three of those.
Okay. So this is 58 damage.
Yep.
Mother of God.
62 because we maximize the first die. Wow. And then extra damage because the fire. There we
Ooh,
go.
true.
So that's 63 damage.
Fuck yeah.
And it counts as force, right?
Yeah, it
we're
does count as
remembering
force.
that.
Yeah.
So it is bypassing their damage reduction.
Yeah.
It's not dead.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah, that's a tanky boy.
It's a little concerning.
Okay. So you blast this shot off. The bullet flies through the air, leaving a purple trail of energy behind it, and it slams into this thing with a huge concussive noise, which shakes the room further as a shockwave of energy goes out. This thing's body rippling with the impact. And a bunch of things fall from the ceiling. We're going to use... I have a button for this. We'll use this button.
Uh-oh. What have you done?
I was not ready for this to happen this early.
Oh, these dumb small ones.
Okay. So number 2 is instantly in bad shape, and I need everyone to roll initiative.
Okay. Looks like Percy's is ahead of the game there
Nice.
with a pretty darn good roll.
Yeah, but y'all rolled high. So...
Hey.
Okay.
No.
Looks like roll 20 bad rolls are following Krakus' character sheet, not just the player. That's 6.
Slow ass skeleton.
Wait, my cat's trying to open the bathroom door. Let me just take him out of there.
The toilet paper's already gone. It's over.
Okay, Zell, you are first. I bet coming up right after that.
Okay.
Okay, solved.
hmm.
I'm back. It just because it makes a lot of fucking noise. He puts like his paws under it and starts pushing. So it makes a whole fuck of noise.
What are these things
What
in
things?
the corners? Do we know what those
Oh,
are?
those are tubes, just like was at the end of the last hallway.
Interesting.
Oh, and it's a little hard to see, but there's a lever on the opposite end of the room.
Oh yeah, little penis.
You know, I thought the same thing when I picked these lever icons. They do just kind of look like a cock and balls a little bit.
You know what? I think we are going to need light. So, climb speed is with climb speed sorry,
Oh,
what is the thing that Percy's cast on me?
spider climb.
Spider climb speed is what again? For climbing?
I think it's 20, but let me double check.
Wait,
20.
wait. Is that
20
like
You have a 20 feet and an 8+ racial bonus on climb speeds checks. Or climb checks.
okay, perfect, thank you. Are the braziers already lit?
Yes.
Okay, then never mind.
Sorry,
different
I
plan.
forgot to put these out.
Okay.
Yeah, they are a little. The dim area is a little bigger, but otherwise they're the same.
The dim area is a little big. Oh, okay, yeah. The lower light. Okay, perfect. Okay, then never mind. That is changing what I'm going to do. I
I forgot to put those out before, and they look like tits.
Honestly, I wouldn't have thought of that unless you just said it.
The brazers is the nipples.
They're off center.
Yeah, the tits comes of all shapes and sizes. Okay.
Okay, well, I don't know if I can do. You're moving it on me.
Right. Well, I guess we'll.
Don't think there's much I can do this turn other than running it into position. So, we'll run over here into the light
They
of the
look less
brazier.
like tits now.
And ready myself for attack. Actually,
Okay.
I will study target. Is what was just swift action, but I'm gonna study the big dude with the 2.
Number 2.
Yeah, number 2.
Okay. Yvette, you are next.
I hit the big one from here. So I could try to just hit it again, right?
Certainly can. There's also kind of a line.
Oh yeah, I could get like this, and the back one, right?
I think you need to take one step down, probably. But yeah.
Like to this?
Yeah.
Sure, let's do it. The fun of it. Never used the shit. So let's use it now. Gotta use one of my penetrating shots. When you shoot when I took a piece out of it, this one, did some goo went to the floor?
I kind of. I mean, flavor-wise, yes. Mechanically, no.
Okay, so okay. Because I wanted to know if it was already like going to the here to this side, because of it's curved.
Yeah, not quite.
Okay, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do penetration shot and try to hit all these 3 fuckers.
Okay. So make 3 attack rolls.
Wait, if I use my up close and deadly damage, do I need to use 1 for each attack?
Yes, you would. They are resolved as separate attacks.
No, let's just do it the normal one without using it. The second one crit.
I'm not using the second one, buddy.
What? Yeah, but
oh,
you said 3 attacks, so 1, 2, and then the next
yeah,
one,
but
right?
the second one is the second attack from a full attack, so it's got different numbers added into it.
Oh, okay.
Resolving this like we do for Zell's whirlwind thing.
Yeah, so
Where we're just looking at the
attack one,
first
attack
one.
one, attack one.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
The crit also wouldn't have confirmed. I'm pretty sure, with the distance.
With all the
Yeah. So
the penalties.
you're
for
better off not
distance.
take. Well, I guess it would still be a guaranteed hit, but
Okay, so the first one is against the littlest guy.
Yeah.
That's an easy kill.
Boom.
The second one, this is a 22 minus 6.
It's not gonna hit.
Why am I'm blind? Yeah, it's a hit.
Woo.
And then the one in the back is a 21 minus 6. That's a miss.
Do I get a full action because I just
minus 8 actually.
do I get a full action just because I 5 footstep and then shot?
Yeah, you can. But it's not going to be a penetrating, it's just going to be a normal.
So I can do one more shot for
Yeah.
one of them.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want me to roll again, or do you want to take one of the already rolled attack 2?
I'll take that 15 from your last attack too. I'm
Are
perfectly
you
happy with
playing
that.
me just because that's lower?
That's the most recent one. It's in your best interest to roll again.
Okay, I gotta roll
I mean, if you're
again.
gonna offer, I'll take a guaranteed miss. Like, okay, we're looking at the second one here.
Yeah. There's 1 damage of fire damage on all of those shit too, and it's also fire attack, fire also force damage.
Yeah, that's a hit as well.
Hey.
what's that? Like 3, 4 shots without a misfire? All right,
Yeah.
feels like a record.
It does feel like a record, but also the first 3 was just 1 bullet.
That's true.
It wouldn't misfire if
yeah,
it was a 1 anyway.
For that
So it was
penetrating
already
shot,
out.
Okay.
only the first one would count for misfires, I think.
Gotcha.
Okay. That number 2 is in serious trouble.
Holy shit, he's taking a lot of fucking damage.
You've done like 100.
Yeah, and it's still alive.
Barely, but yes. That is your whole turn now.
It is, yeah.
Now it's my turn, then it's Percy's turn. And then it's my turn again, then it's Krax's turn, then it's my turn again.
That feels unbalanced.
Nah. Okay, so we've got the springy guys going right now. I'm just going to resolve them in number order, I think.
Would that have crossed my threat range?
No, they would have
Okay.
avoided it.
Okay.
Okay, that's them. Percy's.
Okay, so I am going to move. Let's see here, 40 feet.
Yes.
That gets me
Well, there.
there. So that's 40 feet.
Okay, you're going to take one attack of opportunity.
Okay. Sure.
Does a 16 hit?
Double checking. Yes.
Take 1 damage.
Okay. And then I am going to summon that spider.
Oh yeah, those are all.
And I'm going to put him. Let's see if I can just do this. No, I can't just drag it. The summon. Oh,
You did.
oh, I did. Oh, I did too. Delete one. I can do it. So I'm going to put him. Actually, yeah, yeah.
Okay, and it gets an attack as soon as it's summoned.
Yes.
Then go for it.
I want to. Yeah, just do a little bite. That didn't hit.
Oof. No, it does not.
That does not hit at all. Okay, cool. That's my turn.
Okay. Well, big guy number 2 is going to go. So it slides across the ground a little bit. Extra large. Ray. And you see it leaves a trail on the ground behind it.
Ew.
And it begins to the center of it, I guess, that's facing you, begins to go concave a bit, and then it protrudes out and shoots a stream of acid in a 60-foot line.
Wow. Okay.
Whoosh. There, it's gonna hit Zell and Perseus.
Don't you guys have acid?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah,
Me
Zell
first.
does not.
Down to not.
So this is a reflex save for half
Ooh.
damage.
We're good. We're good at that. Where's the button for it?
Me as well.
Yes, both of you. It's a DC 18, so you're both gonna succeed on that.
Hey.
I wonder, does study target help with that? Not that it matters in this case, obviously, because I still pass it. I'm just wondering.
So this is 6d6.
Dear Lord.
Wait, no, I think you read it wrong, Dove. That's too much.
That does seem like a lot.
Are you sure?
You just did 100 damage to this guy. In
Yeah, but
one round, you can deal with 22 acid damage.
they're the
halved.
bad guys.
So this is
Yeah.
only 11 acid damage. Perseus takes
Who is
0.
supposed to win?
Y'all will be fine.
Okay, I take 11 damage. someone
11 damage.
here? Okay.
God. Y'all are
God.
babies.
God.
And both of you can feel the acid sticks to you, and it will continue to burn.
Oh.
But never mind. You both succeeded at your save, so ignore that last sentence.
Ignored.
Oh, so we would stick if you guys failed.
Yeah,
But we ignore that. We don't know that.
Yeah, well, that is true.
true. You don't know that.
Wait, what?
I never said it.
I had a dream.
And that's going to be that one's whole turn, which brings us to Krakus, who I think is just going to step forward and hack at the guy right in front of him.
Cracker, stop smearing feces on your face.
He would never, truly. I think this is just going to be a full attack because it's only a 5-foot step to get up to there. So, with study target and there's not going to be any sort of sneaking with that. There's no flank with the spider, so that's a miss and a hit. So 6 damage, 7 damage. Okay. Now the other big guy gets to go.
Quick, everyone move out of lines.
Serpentine.
Everyone be aware of the lines. I wonder if they can projectile vomit behind the light, or if the light also stops that.
Krax is just a tiny bit too far away, and it makes me very sad.
Wow. We'll let them know that.
Damn.
He wanted to melt you. Owie, my bones.
I think it's just going to move there, and it's going to acid spray its L alone.
Another reflex save?
Yes.
Okay. What do
Oh, that's another success. So it's only be 8 damage this time. See, 66, not as scary as it sounds.
66. Wait, how much damage did you do before? 36?
Huh?
Was half?
No,
Wait,
it
how
was
much?
22 halved to down to 11.
Okay.
And this is 16 halved to 8. And now the little ones.
Can that attack crit?
No, it's a
Okay.
spell.
That would make it
I
scary.
mean, it's a saving throw. I'm not making any attacks, right? So
I guess.
Hmm?
Sidebar: would I know what an owlbear is? Are there owlbears? And
There are owlbears.
They are all bears.
okay, there might be an owlbear appearing sometime soon. Is what I'm getting at.
You're gonna turn into an owl bear.
I'm gonna summon an owlbear.
Ooh. I love owl bears.
That movement's going to provoke from you, Zal.
Yeah. Slash. Oh, the little ones are going on a different turn than the bigger ones.
Yes. Okay. Spider's got 2. Krakus has 1. Yeah. That is back up to the top. So Zal, it's your turn.
Okie dokie. Going to do a 5-foot step. That one's not quite within reach. So, wait, how far is that again? That is 15, so we'll do lunge. So I've already studied target. Where is... There's lunge over there. Do I want to put power attack on? Yeah, let's do power attack. And then we'll do a full round attack on big blob number 2.
Okay.
Let make it bleed.
And now, no, I think that should have all the benefits in the thing from study target. So
So with your first strike, you slice through this huge mass of this black oily goo that you've been fighting various shapes of. for the last several minutes, and it splits into two like equal-sized pieces that seem to be holding shape, almost as if it was going to be two versions, like smaller versions of the same thing, and then they what's the word I'm looking for? They lose their form and flow on the ground towards the tube as this creature has been destroyed.
Oh, I thought you were gonna slime us.
So that was just your first attack. You can redirect your second attack if you would like.
Yeah. The only other thing within range is the little dude in front of me, so we'll go ahead and just do that.
Okay. It's a miss, anyways.
Okay.
But you can judge like the amount of liquid that's flowing over there, and it's far more than was coming out of any of the other creatures that you fought so far.
That makes perfect sense.
It is bigger.
Yeah. That brings us to Yvette.
Me. Do I have an angle to hit one from here, or do I have to move?
No, there's a
I have
giant
to
column
move.
in the way.
Yeah.
I didn't even do that on purpose. That's so convenient.
Let's do like here, so I have a clean shot to one.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna shoot it with my gun.
You? No.
Yeah. I know I'm wild.
How many fire bullets do you have left? You've used a lot.
One. Wait, so the fight started?
This whole
One.
scenario. How many did
Oh
you
no,
bring
those,
with you?
yeah, I have like 20 on my backpack.
Left or total?
23. The total is 23. But I also have like 50 normal bullets. And I have the holy ones too that I don't think.
Okay, have you been tracking how many you've used?
Yeah, of the fire ones, yeah.
Okay, good. I just wanted to make sure because you shot a lot of bullets.
Yeah.
And I didn't know how many you brought in with you. So okay. That's a hit. So that's, and I'm assuming another fire bullet.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's the standard one when I don't know
Yeah.
what to do.
Yeah. So that's gonna be 17 damage.
Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because I have 6 on my thing. But I also have rapid reload now, so.
Okay. My turn. So number one's going to do 5-foot step, and then it's going to do an attack against Krakus. The 22 to hit. So it's going to be damage because he's still got the protection from acid. But then there's going to be a bull rush attempt. It's a 16, which fails. And then it takes a step back, which is going to provoke an attack of opportunity from Krakus. Which will miss.
Womp womp.
Number two is doing basically the same thing to the spider.
In the middle of D&D.
Sorry, I missed that. What was that?
Does a 17 hit the spider's AC?
Oh, I believe so. Let me double check. I think so. Yes. Yes, he has 14 AC.
Okay, that's going to be 1 bludgeoning damage and 6 points of acid damage.
-7.
And then does a 15 beat their combat maneuver defense, spider?
That's a good question. 15, 27 versus trip, though. But
This is not a trip, so then
okay, 15.
It does. So the spider's going to get pushed.
Pushed.
Okay, number 3 is going to do a rebounding slam against you, Perseus.
Okay.
Wait, no, they can't. They're too far away. Fuck. Then they're going to make a little puddle of goo where they're at right now.
They're pissing themselves. They're so scared.
Fuck it. It will have made one at the spot it was at before as well.
That's convenient.
Since it's not going to make attack, might as well use both actions.
Hey, did we learn what the puddles do?
Nope, you have no idea.
Fuck.
Number 4
Drink
can hit you from here, though, Perseus. So it
Drink
will.
it.
Okay.
Or it will try. 10, never mind.
Nope.
You will try.
Okay, 6 is going to run up and attack you as well. 17 to hit.
Yep.
Take 1 point of damage.
Okay.
And does a 16 beat your combat maneuver defense?
Let me double check. I believe so.
Actually, it's
19. Nope.
okay. That's fine. It is going to back up. That will provoke an. I mean, I guess the movement up provokes an attack opportunity number 6 if you want to take it. But the movement away does as well.
All right. I can do a little gore at him. Hit him in my eye.
It does hit. 9 points of damage, but it's piercing, so that's you're going to notice that does less than you would normally expect.
There's less give than used to when I do that usually.
Yeah, you're like your horn goes through, but the goo like reforms around the wound very quickly. It almost like catches your horn.
Okay.
Okay, and then 5 comes up and is going to do the same thing. 24 to hit.
Yeah.
So that's 1 damage and a fail on the blow rush. Okay, wait, where's number 6? Oh, I already did number 6. Okay. That's them done. Perseus, it is your turn.
Okay. I'm going to move up to here. It's 15 feet. Yeah, I guess I'll do the summon afterwards. I was thinking of in like Gloomhaven rules. And I am going to use, instead of Dispel Magic, I'm going to summon Nature's Ally 4, which will be an owlbear.
Yo!
Owlbear.
Oh!
You gave me nothing to dispel, so you forced my hand on this. I gave you art and chat. Or,
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
One of my favorite creatures.
I'm gonna drop him right by 1 when I get the chance. Oh, brr.
Oh my god, it's so fucking okay.
Yeah, it's on
They're
that
large,
size
right?
actually.
I believe so. No, yes. Large magical beasts.
Yeah.
And I was going to put them next to 1. So
Look at that cutie.
is this like, can they stand under this? This is scaffolding, right? You said?
Yeah, definitely. Let me know how.
They're 30 feet in the air, probably.
Yes, for sure.
Okay. I see owlbear. It's not my summons list, but I do see it.
Okay, you should be able to move that token now.
Yes.
Awesome.
I want to put it here.
Look at the
Awesome.
health bar. So big and girthy.
Yeah, that's probably better. That's why I was asking about the scaffolding. And I believe it goes when it's
Yes.
summoned. And so is it just 2 claws, or is it 2 claws and a bite? I don't.
Claw bite.
Claw bite. Okay, let's do it. Roll another one, right?
Yep. Okay, that's misses on the claws, but a hit on the bite. Bites are BP, I believe. So it munches into this thing, but actually doesn't seem to do any lasting damage.
Interesting. Okay.
Piercing resistance.
And then your spider goes, and then it's gonna.
Yep.
That's gonna be the last thing for your turn, I guess.
Yeah, 5-foot step and attack 6. Oh, didn't bring my blobby boys with me.
Okay. That is a hit. Can you let me know what the poison is that's getting added to this?
Yes. So the poison is it in here? I think it's like 1d3. Let me see real quick. It's not on the sheet. Sorry. Let me get up. Fort save DC 14 per round for 4 rounds.
Okay.
And then it's 1d2 strength damage.
So it failed the fort save. So it's going to take 1d2 strength damage. And similarly, I guess this creature seems to have not taken any lasting damage from the bite, but it is infected with this poison.
Okay.
So it's going to take 2 strength damage. Okay. Krakus' turn. He's taking a 5-foot step and he's gonna hack again at this this boy until it is dead. Bam. Wow. Can't buy a high roll with this character sheet. I don't know what it is.
they forgot to get the DLC. You gotta buy
Unfortunate.
roll 20 premium to get
Yeah.
good rolls.
All right. That makes it my big boy's turn. Oh, I need to record. Sorry, I just realized I need to take a note of what things have died. Okay. Yes, my big boy's turn. Okay. I think I know what we're gonna do.
You're gonna surrender, and we win.
It slides forward to the space of the owlbear, and it attempts to engulf the creature.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
So there are 2 options here, to be transparent, for a creature that is about to be engulfed. It can make an attack of opportunity against the engulfing creature, or it can make a saving throw to prevent being engulfed. I feel like wild animals will always take the attack of opportunity.
I think so.
So, if you would like to make that for me, then your owlbear will be consumed.
Is it 2 claws and a bite?
It's just going to be one of them, so probably the bite. Actually, I guess I will accept that that roll for a claw because it just hit with a bite and didn't do any damage, so it may have learned that the bite is ineffectual. So what? Just let me know what the claw's damage is. It's a D4, I think.
1d6 plus 4 plus grab.
It's the exact same damage as the bite. Then I'll just take that 6 then. So it slashes at this this big mass of black that is rolling over it, and gets in a hit for 6 damage before it is engulfed.
Okay. So is it just dead now?
No.
Okay.
It is inside the creature. It's like being swallowed, but it doesn't require a mouth.
Interesting.
So mechanically it is pinned, and it is unable to breathe. So it's in danger of suffocating, but you've got like a minute. It's like you have a number of rounds equal your con score, I think,
Okay.
before you even have to start worrying about running out of air. So it's going to take okay, it's at the start of its turn, it's going to take 2d6 acid damage. Start of the owlbear's turn.
Okay.
And the creature's going to keep moving.
Taking the owlbear with it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Getting too close.
Something like that. Is the trail that is left behind. I guess it should link up with the previous trail. That's its whole turn. Very little guys get to go. The spider's going to take 2 points of damage. Krakus is going to take 1 point of damage.
Where are the tubes by now?
That's 2 attacks of opportunity from you, Zell, if you would like to take them.
I would very much like that. Yes.
Okay, that's a hit and a miss.
Yeah, power attack. I always forget the negative consequence of power attack that lasts my entire turn.
Oh, yeah. Okay, then we're back up to the top with Zell's turn.
Okie doke. Will thinking. Yep, going to move here. And let's see. It's fine. And will study target on, let's say 5. And I'm going to do a standard attack with
Okay.
lunge. Weak hit.
It is a hit, though. So you lunge forward and slice it for what appears to be half of its health. Minus 9. Okay. Oh, that's 10 damage actually, isn't it? Because of the study target, or is that factored
No,
in
the
already?
the bonus should be in there now.
Okay. Okay.
Here, let me just do a random roll just to confirm.
Oh
real
yeah, I
quick.
see it.
You
Plus
can ignore
2 temp.
this. Just ignore this one. Yeah, that was in there.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know it got confusing last time because of like power attack and that fall
Yeah, it
under.
just did-
They get lumped into the
yeah.
same number.
Exactly.
Okay. Yvette, we come to you now. This thing is
Okay.
approaching you,
Yep.
and it has swallowed an owlbear.
Yep, it's kind of scary.
So, like, is it in the shape of a dire bear now, by the way? Or, not dire bear, owlbear?
It's not quite form fitting, but it is visibly larger, because this huge magical beast is like balled up inside somewhere.
I'm gonna 5-foot step to here, and then I'm gonna full round shoot number 1,
Okay.
and I'm gonna use an up close and deadly damage. Yeah.
Okay, that's 2 hits.
Hey.
So we're looking at 21, 35, 39 damage. Big hit as these bullets both blast through this thing. We're gonna say that it doesn't hit the owlbear. I just thought about the possibility
it was
of
a
this
risk
happening,
I was
but
ready to take.
I think that would be mean.
Whatever works.
Oh yeah, let me take 2 bullets down.
And as these bullets blast through, the creature like flattens a little bit and then jumps up and slams down on the ground, rattling the room and loosing a rain of little creatures once again.
Oh, they have like a threshold.
What? For some reason, every time I paste these, it's slamming my camera all the way to the bottom left of the map. It does not usually do that. So jarring.
Immersion.
Okay. That's your turn. Okay, now it is my turn.
I believe so.
Okay, we're doing an attack against Krakus. That's a miss. Number 2 is going to do a rebound against Uzel. Actually, 2, 5, and 4 are all going to do the same thing against Uzel.
Yay.
So they sort of coil down, building up a bunch of energy, and then all launch themselves at you at the same time, bouncing off of you back to their original space. It does not provoke an attack of opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
Essentially a ranged attack.
2, 4, and 5?
Yes.
Okay.
13, 22, and 17 to hit.
What happened? One misses. What happens if it matches?
Then it's a hit.
Then it's a hit. Why do I have a penalty right now, though? Is lunge?
Power attack?
No, lunge. I didn't realize lunge
Oh,
gives me a
lunge.
penalty. Okay. Yep, then 2 hit.
Nice. So that's 2 points of bludgeoning damage and 8 points of acid damage.
Acid. Bastard. We good.
And then number 3 is going to do the same thing against you, Perseus.
Okay.
16 to hit.
Yep.
Ooh. 1 point of bludgeoning damage. So
Subtract.
it's going to add up. One of the eventually, all these little 1 point things. I'm going to get you.
Gonna get you. I'm gonna get you.
Okay, and then number 6 is going to do a little bounce against the spider. 26 to hit.
Yeah.
Why am I getting that against a fucking spider? That's going to be 1 point of bludgeoning damage, 4 points of acid damage.
Okay. So it's down
Go
to
spider.
$14 versus its combat maneuver defense.
I do not think that hits. Let me check.
I don't
Nope,
think
it's a 15.
Okay. And then this guy takes a 5-foot step back, or not a 5-foot step. He takes a movement back, which does provoke from you, Zal, if you would like to take it against number 6.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. That attack roll should have been a 25, not a 26 to hit. I don't think it makes any difference, but just being honest.
That should also be a 31 to hit
Okay.
or for attack.
Yeah.
I think I have a study target in there.
Okay. Then. Oh, because this guy isn't studied, so it should be a 15 damage as well.
Good point. Yes.
Okay.
I have 2 to both those.
Then it is very nearly dead, but not quite. Oh wait, I'm sorry. Number 6 had already taken 4 damage, so it is dead. Barely. So its goo-filled body begins to flow to the bottom left. Okay. I believe that is all of them. Yes. Perseus, your turn.
Okay. I guess I'll go and then I'll let my summons do their things. I think I'm going to move up to the next set of scaffolding here. I can make that move. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. And then I am going to wild shape back into a kitty cat.
Okay. There's your little kitty cat.
Make him 32 health. All right. That's my turn. Oh, well, I gotta go for the summons, actually, yeah.
Yes. The spider is gonna. Oh no, the spider already took will take his damage later. So he's free. The owlbear is gonna take 2d6 points of acid damage though.
Okay. I guess he's gonna move up. I guess the spider would do is just move up and attack again. So
that's gonna be 8 acid damage for the owlbear.
Okay.
It can attempt to free itself.
Okay. What role would that be? Would it be a combat maneuver?
It's going to be either a combat maneuver or an escape artist. It can also, I believe, it can attack as well. I mean, obviously, it's one of those things it can do. But,
I mean, it does have a combat maneuver you can do to like. It has plus 14 grapple as well, but I'm not sure if grapple counts as this. So,
oh yes, the combat maneuver you do to escape is a grapple.
okay, yeah, because it's a grappling boy, so it probably want to grapple.
Okay. Holy.
Nice.
It's a plus 14.
Yeah, it gets out.
Buggers.
Owlbear like clambers out of the this huge goo creature, just like bursting out through the side. You could pick which direction if you have any feelings. What space it ends up in.
Probably that one.
Okay. Oh shit.
Albert was not having that shit. Also, I need a bite for the spider, don't I?
Yes.
I forgot to do that.
It only moved 5 feet, right? So it can.
Yep.
If it has multiple attacks, it can do those. I don't know if it does.
I think it's just a bite.
Okay.
Yeah, he's not too special. Just a boy.
Okay. That is similarly, the damage is going to be sort of shrugged off, but the poison is going to. Well, I guess I have to make a roll for it. Saving throw.
Yes,
That's another fail, so it's going to take 1d2 strength damage. Another 2.
And I think that's my turn.
I think so as well. Which brings us to Krakus. I think we're still just hitting the guy that's right in front of him. Okay, we got one hit at least. All right, and then my big guy. Okay, I think what we're gonna do is thus. So it moves over. Two back. Okay. And it is going to attempt to engulf all 3 of these creatures that are that it passes over. So
Including Zell?
yes.
Nice.
And I guess it's 5 because it's including the 2 little guys attached to the spider. So the movement provokes an attack of opportunity, and you may take an attack of opportunity against the engulf attempt, but you will automatically be engulfed, or you may attempt to not be engulfed.
I'll go with the not being engulfed, but let me get the other attack opportunity out of the way.
Also, does my owlbear get one too?
Yes, it will. It'll get a claw. Okay, so that's going to be 22 damage. And then reflex saves from everything that's trying to not get eaten. I guess the spider's going to make an attack opportunity and automatically fail the engulf, following the same rules as the. Nice. For me, not for you.
Yeah.
Following the same rules as we set forward for the other.
Oh, shit.
So that's going to be a failed bite from the spider. It does not get a reflex save. The goo creature is going to accept its fate and choose to fail the saving throw. So that's all 3 people consumed.
Uh,
I guess it's. Oop.
You're just fighting inside of the creature now.
No. Oh. All right. My God. That was so fiddly. Oh, there's too much stuff on this map.
I mean, you brought it that
I
that
know,
to
I know.
yourself.
It's my own doing.
Yeah.
That is its turn.
We
Uh,
can just like retcon and say that it's less things.
Nah. Okay, the littlest guys are going now. The little guys that were on the spider got detached by this consumption process, so they're not doing anything in there. Krakus is going to take a whole damage. And then your Albert is going to get swarmed.
Okay.
2, 3, 4, 5. And then Krakus is going to get 2. He will take an attack of opportunity against one of them, which will miss. Okay. That is that. We come up to the top to Zael's turn. You take 2d6 points of acid damage, friend. 8.
okay. Starting to get less comfortable with the situation.
Yeah, I'm also starting to get less comfortable with your situation.
What do I have to do to not be inside of this thing anymore?
Combat maneuver, or an escape artist. Or I guess kill it from the inside.
Well, I like that that last option. I'm pretty sure we're not there yet. So, well, you said 2d6 poison damage,
Acid damage, but yes.
acid damage, but yeah, 12.
And you have the pinned condition, so be sure to
Oh,
check that on your thing. That it does stuff.
okay. Let me. Thank you, pin. What does pin do? Oh, so when you say I have to make a combat maneuver, is that CMB or CMD?
CMB.
Okay. Let's take lunge off. Definitely don't need that anymore. I will study this target while I'm inside of it.
I mean,
Okay,
you
I don't
will
see why
get a
not.
very good look.
Yeah, you're getting a fucking first-hand view.
Did it?
You can maintain 2 studies?
Yes.
Okay.
Level. Yeah, at a certain level you can maintain 2.
Okay.
And me and Krakus have both reached that. I think, honestly, I think I'm just gonna fucking fuck it up from the inside right now.
Okay.
I mean, I don't like my chances of getting out of here right now.
Hey, the
I
owlbear
could
did
roll
it.
it. What? The owlbear rolled a what?
To 29?
Yeah, rolled a 20 or a 19. I mean, yeah. Okay, yep. I'm just gonna full round action. Just could I whirlwind from in here?
No. I don't think you can full round action. I believe pinned is like being
Oh.
grappled, but worse.
Oh,
It would be really fun though.
So, yeah, I mean, all the penalties and stuff should already be in there from the condition, but you can, I believe, only take one action.
that is less
So
cool.
you're getting like an attack.
And how much damage? I mean, not how much damage, because obviously you don't need to tell me that. But who all has attacked this? It's basically just been the owlbear and me with that attack of opportunity, correct?
Yvette shot it. He popped 2
Yvette
bullets
shot.
into it.
Okay. That is a decision.
That's what I'm gonna do next round.
Yeah, but I think we went through the first one rather quickly just because of that awesome crit you did.
Oh yeah.
I don't like the idea of just chilling around in here until we do 100 fucking damage to it.
Oh no, yeah.
And 2d6. I mean, if I escape, do I determine where I go, like within a 5-foot radius, or no?
Yeah, you'll end up adjacent to it.
Okay.
You can pick what direction.
Okay. I'm gonna try for the.
Nice. You're still in there, buddy. Okay, that's your whole turn, unfortunately.
Yes, it is.
It does bring us to Yvette, though. You there, buddy?
Wait, what? It's me, right?
It's your turn.
Yeah, I dozed off so hard. Okay, I'm gonna take a 5-foot step to here. No, wait, to here. And then I'm gonna shoot the big guy twice with my gun.
Okay.
And I will use another one of my grip points to get a little bit more damage in. And then I'm gonna do this. And then I'm gonna do this.
Well, those are 2 hits. Surprisingly. This thing's touch AC is 8.
Hey.
So, let me see, math. As the second bullet in your volley connects with this creature,
it's fire damage and shit too.
it explodes into a splatter on the ground.
Is it dead?
Yes.
Oh wow!
Hey, I regain my grip points.
I'm free.
Okay. That's your turn. The big guys are all dead now. Their goop flowing towards the bottom left corner. The first one's flowing to the top left corner. I guess it flowed. It died a couple of rounds ago. So, you'll see that tube in the top left is full, and there's a puddle of like unconsumed goop at the base of the tube.
Which tube? The top left?
Top
bottom
left, yes.
should drink the unconsumed.
Okay. My little guys are gonna get to go. Yeah, I mean, I guess the well, we'll do the one that's next to Krakus first. That's a miss. The one next to you, Zell, that's an 18 to hit. You're no longer pinned if you want to make sure you uncheck that.
I think that's going to be a miss because I'm not lunged. If I'm not pinned, then I don't have that
Okay.
other bonus. So that should be an AC of, yay, that's a miss. AC of 19.
Number 5 and number 2 are going to make their rebound attacks against you. 24 and 12.
Don't like that 24, but yeah, that hits.
Okay, you're going to take 1 point of bludgeoning damage and 7 points of acid damage.
Okay. Whoops. Added an extra digit there. I do not have 214 health.
Fucking stop. Okay, number 3 takes a 5-foot step, and then it's going to do a rebound against you, Perseus.
Okay.
17 to hit.
Yep.
Okay, 1 point of damage.
Subtract it.
Okay, that's all of them. Perseus, your turn.
All right. I am probably, after seeing Sahel and all of them, I think they are okay now. I think I'm going to go running towards the lever. So that will get me 10 feet short of the lever at 40 feet.
You have your 10-foot bonus move speed
Oh, I got long stride.
from your spell.
Let me see. Oh, check real quick. I think my kitty cat. I gotta check my kitty cat move speed real quick. I think is it 40? Yeah, it's 40. So I would make it to the lever.
Yeah, just barely.
Okay. And then I would try and jump up and pull it with my little kitty cat paws.
You have to push it up. But I think you could still manage it. You're a smart guy.
Yeah, you retain the intelligence, right?
Yeah, I guess it's like a cat stretching up against a wall.
Yeah,
Sort of.
it's just arches up the push.
So
Yeah.
there's cats that like open doors and shit. So
True.
They can
so
figure out a way.
you push
Yeah.
the lever up, and there's a big, like disappointing sort of clunk, and it falls back down.
Okay. Disappointing meowing sounds. So in that case, I do have that produce flame still going with like 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. I think it was something like that. So,
Unfortunately, I think that's it's 2 move actions to
oh, is it? Okay, yeah.
go there
got,
and then a move to
gotcha.
do
Yep.
the lever.
I
Okay,
think
that's
we
my
gotta
turn. Then.
fill the tubes
Except-
first, right?
So you got
Yes.
summons. You got
Yeah,
a
it
2
says
HP
that's
spider
one.
and a.
Yes,
Oh,
it's
there's-
alive. Wow, it is alive. Okay, it
Yeah.
will attack the number 4 right next to it. That spider.
Okay.
A little bit of a bite, and that's going to be
Okay, that's
that.
a miss.
And then my owlbear, it's probably going to spend its turn dealing with the things on it. It probably does not
Okay.
like that. Would that be a combat maneuver to get him off?
Yes. Combat maneuver or escape artist. Hey, it only gets 2 of them off.
Okay.
As it's like frantically trying to scrape these things away. It's not quite coordinated enough to do it.
Okay.
As effectively as some of you have in the past. But that's going to be your turn. So brings us to Krakus. Who I think is hyper-focused on killing this thing that he's been swinging at for like 3 rounds. Pip. Okay. It is studied, so that is going to be 2 hits. For 14 damage, which is going to kill it, finally. Right, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I deleted 6. Okay. Okay, my big guy is dead. Little guys are going now. Krakus takes 3 damage. Albert takes 3 damage.
All right.
One attaches to the spider, or reattaches the spider, and another attaches to you, Zal. And
Did that provoke an attack of opportunity, or was it close enough?
it was
Oh,
adjacent to you.
this was after, yeah, off the spider. Yep.
Yeah. And another one's chasing Perseus. Actually, I guess it'll just double move and get right next to you. Okay. Zal, your turn. You've been freed from the inside of a goo creature.
Will 5-foot step and bring my little parasite with me. What are they within normal reach with ring? 10 foot, 10 foot. Okay. I'm just gonna do a normal whirlwind. I will study. 4 has not been hit yet, correct?
Correct.
Study target on 4. And then I will do a whirlwind attack. I'm hitting both 4 and 5.
Okay.
We will. I'm gonna toss in power attack, not lunge. This first attack is specifically against 4. And then I'll turn study target off after that. Actually, no.
You have 5 studied.
Oh, I do have 5 studied. You're
Yeah.
right. Thank you. That's what that mark has been. Thank you. Okay, in that case, I'll keep them on both. Just.
Okay, that's 2 hits, 2 kills.
Excellent.
This there's a large pool now around this bottom left tube, which has filled completely. There's a lot of excess down here.
So we have excess in both bottom left and top left.
Yes.
Okay.
And the tubes on the other side of the room are empty.
Did anyone bring buckets?
Krakus has a teapot. I bet.
How are the tubes?
What do you mean, how are they?
Are they gonna fill?
The 2 closest to you are both full. And there's a big puddle of unused goo around them.
We need to just scoop that shit. Or we need to
Ru-
start killing them on the other two, close to
oh,
the other two, right?
think we can. I think we're gonna be able to move some of it too. Like there's excess there's excess at both the bottom left and the top left. We just have to find a way to move it. But real quick, I'm gonna step away for a quick bathroom break if that's okay.
Yeah, that sounds good. Actually, I could use one as well. Do we want to take 5 before Ivet's turn?
Yeah, sure.
Sorry, Vet. Didn't mean I wasn't trying to spot. Trying
Nah,
to
nah.
cut you off.
It's fine. I can
I can use
spoil
one
to you
too.
guys. I'm gonna shoot my gun.
PRB stream?
Okay, bio break.
Sounds good. Be right back.
Okay. I'm back. Wait, I'm not. I forgot the cup of Coke in the kitchen. Okay, now I'm back.
Okay, I am back.
Hello.
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 I'm back.
Is everyone here?
Is Percy?
Haven't heard Percy's yet.
Oh, I need whatever that was. I'm gonna assume it's filling up glass of water. No, I need water.
Yes, it was.
Good. I'm glad it wasn't the other thing.
Yeah, I'm just peeing at my desk.
I mean,
You guys don't have like a
I have a wireless headset. I mean,
When you're streaming, you gotta have to do that. It's Amazon rules.
yeah, you guys don't have like a bottle?
No.
A gamer bottle.
The piss bottle.
oh god.
Okay, Ivette, your turn.
Play the road, bubs.
Is that what you're sponsoring this stream?
Gamer piss jugs.
Where's the ad for that?
We're gonna
Hmm.
do a little 5-foot step just to keep moving. Then I'm gonna shoot number 2.
Okay.
Let's shoot number 2. I'm gonna use it up close and deadly damage. To make maybe dies, and then it's kind of for free.
Okay. There's a -2 on this. Which means the first one misses, but the second one hits.
Wait, there's a -2?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Because it's
Your
one.
range is 20,
Yeah,
so
it's
this is your
30.
second range increment.
Isn't it 30? No, it's 20.
No,
It's
it's
on the
20.
fucking
It's
thing.
30 is outside 30 feet. Oh, fuck. Wait, no, never mind. I undo the oh, fuck. Before you upgraded your gun, 30 feet was your requirement for touch AC. Now I think 30 feet is just your requirement for one of your bonus damage thingies, maybe? I don't know.
If you say so, it is.
It might not be anything anymore. It might just be the touch AC thing. That isn't an issue anymore. But anyways, yeah, the first one misses, the second one hits. So it's half damage. So it's going to be 1 point of damage for the first attack.
Oh yeah, up close and yeah.
And 15 for the second attack.
Yeah.
This is against number 2.
Yeah.
Who was unharmed prior. So number 2 is still alive, but barely.
Fuck.
Okay, so we have 2 and 3 are the only springy guys still up, and 2 is almost dead. 3 is untouched. So it's their turn. Okay, 2 and 3 are going to make a pair of attacks against you, Zal.
The rebound thingy.
Mm-hmm. So that's a 14 and a 26.
The 26 will hit. The 14 will not.
So that's going to be 1 point of bludgeoning damage and 4 points of acid damage.
Okay. I'm going to continue to try to be okay with this.
That's their whole turn, so that brings us to Percy's.
All right.
Sad cat in the corner.
Perks being a cat flower. So I'm just going to go ahead and just attack this thing that's in front of me.
Okay.
So that's a full attack with the lion. It's a bite, 2 claws.
Oh, it's dead.
Angry cat now noises.
Excuse me.
There we go. Okay. That is going to the bottom right. Tiny little amount of goo starts flowing towards the bottom right of the room.
A little bit more to add. Okay, cool. And then so the spider, does it take a damage from it being latched? I didn't subtract that.
No, it did not. Well, I mean, rather, it wasn't supposed to.
It wasn't supposed to. Okay.
The thing's unlatched when it got swallowed, and then one of them relatched last turn. So if it stays latched, it will take a damage at the end of this round.
Okay. I guess the spider would try and get it off.
Okay.
Somehow.
It can make an attack, or it can attempt a combat maneuver.
Can it bite itself?
Actually,
Can it
it's a
bite someone
bite.
itself?
Yeah, if it only has a bite, it cannot, I don't think.
Yeah. I'm just going to do a combat maneuver then.
Yeah, the owlbear has claws, so it can, but the spider can't really. All right, it gets it off.
Okay. And then I think the owlbear is probably just going to try and kill the slime in front of it before killing more.
Okay. Yeah, there's 2 that it delatched. Last round. Wait. Did we do 3 damage to the owlbear last round? I think I
no,
forgot.
but yeah, I'll add it or subtract it, I should say.
I don't think you did 1 damage to me.
No, I did.
You
Because
did?
I definitely did 3 to Krakus.
Okay.
Cool.
Just trying to get myself closer to death. That's all.
I appreciate it.
And then I guess so 2 claws and a bite.
Yeah.
So this guy will be the one. I guess it. Will
Okay.
focus on first.
Yeah, I mean, if you kill the first one, it can change targets to the second one. Yeah, you get both of them.
Cool.
Even more goo to the bottom left.
They're failed, right?
Oh yeah.
We're gonna need to free Kraken so he can start scooping with the teapot.
Okay, that's your whole turn, Percy's. I think Krakus
Yes,
is
sir.
going to. Is he going to clear himself off? I don't think he would.
Yeah, he didn't do that the whole adventure.
Yeah,
Like,
I think until it got really crazy, like carrying 3
Yeah.
around, I think he would not be that pressed about. So he will instead run up and attack number 2. Or
number 2.
let's think. Think like Krakus.
I never do that.
Maybe Krakus sprints to the other end of the room to kill these 3 in one of the opposite tubes.
He did do a lot of sprinting.
Or maybe he. Oh, all right. Here's what happens. Here's what happens for sure. Come down here. Build a teapot.
Fog.
How much do I think the teapot can hold?
Really? The exact amount that you got to have to fill up a thing, to fill one of the tubes?
I don't think
crazy.
it's that much.
No, it's weird. It's a magical teapot.
I think it's half that much.
Everyone, we should slurp the goo and hold it in our mouths and then spit on the tube.
Oh my god.
The acid goo?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you just gotta do it really fast.
You first.
Don't trip and fall or cough or anything. You might accidentally swallow some.
I do think kobolds have some type of bonuses for that type of shit. For like tasting like toxic shit.
I don't think so.
There is something about that because I did that once.
I mean, were
I mean,
you
this
supposed
is an easy
to?
thing to check.
Yeah.
Identify a potion by taste. This is not a potion. Or
Oh,
determine
wow.
whether food is spoiled. But again, not food. But all right,
That's
you were
it?
right. There is something.
Yeah, there is something. I remember that there was something.
Okay, so Krakus moves over carrying these 3 slimes, fills up the teapot, so it's going to have half a tube's worth of stuff. That's his whole turn. So little guys go, Krakus takes 3 damage, Zell takes 1 damage, Owlbear takes 3 damage. I don't know how much HP that Owlbear had. Did you adjust that already, Perseus?
The -3.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did that.
Okay, cool. You're not lunged right now, right, Zell?
No.
Then that provokes that guy jumping on you. He was 2 spaces away.
Yeah. Yeah, get off me.
More goo to the bottom left.
I want a goo pool big enough to swim in.
And it's your turn, Zell.
Do, do, do. I will 5-foot step, study target 2, full attack.
Okay.
Do
This
not
guy
need
has 2
lunge.
HP.
Oh,
Oh, I don't know if that changes anything for you.
that actually does. Will make a movement, study 3, and do a normal attack.
Okay. Huge hit. Very nearly dead on this guy as well. I just realized I studied the goop hit, not number 3.
That was with power attack too, but I had it on. So power attack is on. I mean, I could study both. They're in the same square. I can...
I was wondering why the icon was below the 3 and not next to the 3, and it's because it wasn't on the same token. Okay. That's going to be your turn. I bet.
Me.
There's only 2 of these bigger guys left, and just a handful of the little dudes. And a lot of goo.
Let's do step the fastest step here. Then we shoot 2. And yeah, we shoot 2.
You-
Thank God I wasted my good rolls on the big ones.
You missed twice. Oh no, sorry. You hit with the second one, barely. Which is enough to kill it.
Fog.
And it starts to flow to the top left. And join the puddle that's already formed around the tube. The full tube. Okay, number 3 is left. So I guess it's just going to do a rebound from here. That's, I think, the only thing that makes sense. Fucking 9 to hit. Sorry, 10. So that's its whole turn. Perseus, you're up.
All right. So think. So I am going to probably. You said this one is. These are just empty because it has that little bit of slime that went that way, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to get a little bit closer to that area. Maybe I can attract some slimes that way. I'm going to use. I think I have. Hey, look at my. I have at least. I think 2 minutes of produce flame left.
We dropped it down to 3 at the start of this.
Yeah, so
and it has not been 10 rounds yet. I don't think so.
Gotcha. So it'll probably be like 1:30 after I use it once. Okay.
Yeah, something like
Okay.
that.
Then I'm going to produce flame attack on. What can I see from here? It's 120 meters.
It's 100. You can make the attack before you move.
Oh yes, I'll do that then.
Yeah, because from here you can't see anything, but your original
Yeah.
spot you can. 3 will be behind cover. If you want to target 3.
3 is probably my best bet.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll that attack. I can just do it like this. Produce flame. It's a melee touch attack. Okay, yeah. So just touch.
So range touch attack.
Range touch attack. So ranged.
Yeah, you should be able to just click your range button. Okay. Its touch AC is 14, but it has cover, which is a +4. So this is barely a hit.
All right, and that's 1d6 plus 5. So I'll just roll a d6. 11 damage.
22 damage.
Oh Jesus!
Because
Okay,
it's fire.
good to know.
It's extremely dead. And it's gonna flow to the bottom left. Our favorite.
And then for the spider and the owlbear, I guess the spider would probably attack the nearest thing, which is the blob on Zal, right? So
Yeah.
I think that's probably what I would want to do is just
Okay.
kill these little things. It's obviously a danger now, so I'm going to do a little bite. I bite. Okay.
Zal, a spider jumps on your back and tries to bite this thing off and misses.
Oh, how much damage does it deal?
Didn't miss that badly, fortunately for you, but you do still have a little guy on you.
And then
The owlbear now.
probably still wants to get those things the fuck off of it. Not even thinking about like a vile puzzle, so we're just going to combo
Bio
maneuver.
puzzles.
All right, that's all 3 off.
And okay, yeah, it's on their turn. I would take the damage. So okay, cool. All right, and I think that's all my guys. All my boys.
Okay, Krakus's turn. It's running time.
Yeah. He's a runner. He's a track star.
Okay, so Krakus is going to be the first person to move through this trail of stick that was left behind by the big guys. Literally no one has walked on them yet. They're difficult terrain, but Krakus has enough move speed to make it even through all of the difficult terrain. Because he can run 150 feet.
Jesus.
So he'll report back as he runs through it that it's hard to get through.
The
You all
floor
have that
stage.
information now. But he makes it over and will dump the teapot as a free action, and otherwise his turn is over. So we are looking at 6/10 full in the bottom right. Okay. Zal, you take 1 damage. Krakus takes 3 damage.
I'm gonna live.
And I don't really like doing this, but the guys at the Albert just got off. We're gonna climb back on because there's literally no one else around.
Makes sense.
Okay, top of the round, Zal. It's significantly safe for now with just little guys left. So I think we're sort of in puzzle solve mode.
I'm going to take this little thing off me and just, I don't know, smush it between my hands.
Okay.
Can I
Push it
do this
between your
straight-
You can just make an attack roll
thunder
against it.
ties.
I'm just gonna slam it up against the spikes.
You want to study it first?
Yeah.
Because you missed otherwise.
Oh, wait.
Oh wait, no,
Power-
sorry. These guys have AC 16, not 18. You get
I
it.
also didn't mean to have power attack on there. I'm not
Okay.
trying to.
All right, you're fine.
Okay.
Even with power attack on, I was looking at the wrong character sheet. Okay, it squashes, and we'll say that the goo stays on your armor, so it will move with you.
Sorry, my connection messed up a little bit there. What'll move with me?
The goo residue
Oh.
will stay on you, so you can squeegee it off at your tube of choice.
Oh, so could I like go in the pile and just like roll around in it?
No.
Okay. I will.
I mean, you could, but it won't be as effective as you want it to be.
Let's see. We'll go right there and squeegee it off me. Is squeegeeing a swift action?
I'll let
I
you
can
do it
wait till-
this round. It's fine.
Because I can wait
It's-
till next round.
No, you can do it now. All right, the first bit of goo begins to move towards the top right. I bet.
Me.
The only baddies you can see are the 3 little slimes attached to the owlbear.
Hard to shoot the small ones without shooting the owlbear too, right?
If you shoot my owlbear, I'll be very upset in character.
Yeah.
Just don't. Oh no, we've done this before. You can't miss badly enough because if you roll a 1, your gun just doesn't go off.
But that is true.
Oh, it's like a
So-
safety. That's kind of
Yeah, it's a safe net. Shoot it. Can I? Oh, like we're all doing puzzle solving right now, right? Everyone's just like scrambling around to fill the pipes, right?
Seems like that's become the priority.
Can I take like a defensive action to be ready in case anything drops out of the ceiling, and just like covering people filling up the pipes?
Sure, if you'd like to sit back here and just hold a ready to action to shoot something that falls.
Yeah,
Yeah, sure.
because I don't even think I have anything that to fill with goo anyway.
Okay.
I'm not holding like a cup.
I mean, you seem pretty adamant about using your mouth. So
There's the potential for empty potion bottles, even if you didn't keep them
yeah, that's true.
intentionally. You drank them in this room.
In this room,
So
yeah,
unless you
that's-
broke them on purpose, there's empty bottles in here.
that just
No,
slams
we
them
didn't
down.
broke them on purpose because we used them to refill to get a discount sometimes.
Threw it on the ground.
I'm imagining someone who downs like 4 health potions in a row and smashes each one on the ground.
Doing like beer cans on the foreheads. And...
All right,
My
I heal
Kit
for
Kat balls
5.
do
I
not
take
have
2
shoes.
damage by smashing it into my face.
But it was
I healed.
cool.
I heal 1 and took 2 damage.
Okay, then I bet you're just waiting. Percy.
Wait, can I roll a stealth?
Sure. You're very sneaky over there.
Yeah, I'm one with the floor.
All right, so my turn. I am going to move up to Krakus, which is, yeah, he's within my range, 30 feet. I'm going to move up to him, and I'm going to use my last bit of Produce Flame. It'll make it less than a minute, so it won't work, I don't think. So
Okay.
after this, it'll be my last bit. And I guess that's a melee touch, right? I just want to put my paw on one of these
Yeah.
and singe it off. That's kind of what I was thinking of doing. So my melee attack.
Okay. That gets it into the, or that kills it, so it's going to start draining into that bottom right.
All right. And then I guess the owlbear will do what it did last turn and get those things off. I just want, or at least it will try and I guess it will realize the futility maybe and try and attack it. Like,
yeah, it can
claw.
do 2 claw attacks to try and like
yeah,
kill 2 of them potentially.
yeah, the claws. I think I'll do the claws.
I think I mean that's a crit on the second claw. It's a confirmed crit. I think I'm just going to give it kills all 3.
Sure. Oh, awesome. Okay. Then you have a satisfied owlbear in the corner. I don't think the spider's going to do anything. It might move up to this pillar to like crawl it to a little bit, but I think it's just going to
Okay.
move it.
Just going to do spider things now.
And I don't think it sees any immediate threats, so I think it's just going to chill. That's my turn, I think.
All right. I think Krakus is going to pull one off of himself and smush it down into the thing, into the base of the tube. Then take 1 damage because there's 1 left. And at this point, I'm gonna bring us out of initiative because there's only one of these little guys, and it is attached to Krakus. It is going to get smushed
Never know.
with ease. So, I'll direct that one into the bottom right, and then just since there's no threats left, let's just I guess narrate how you move this goop around to fill the 2 remaining tubes.
Yeah.
I was gonna go up here and just like cup his hands, just get a little bit, run back and forth.
I think I have a vial on me I can use. I have some vials.
I want to make you roll for that.
The vials of the hands.
The hands. I think give me a sleight of hand to not like lose all the goo as you run across this like
Okay.
130-foot room.
Well, it's not something I'm good at.
Can I start? Can I start?
You lose
gathering,
most of it.
Oh. Okay.
I think I've had seeing that that disappointing effort, he's gonna start to like bring up the empty vials of potions on the other room.
Hold on.
And take-
No.
Take to the hell, like, hey,
No.
maybe this can help.
I
And
can
then
figure
just
this
go-
out.
I can't really help in cat form, so I just kind of like bat around vials a little bit. I try my best.
I go with some vials and go with some vials here, put like empty vials here, and then like get like maybe 2 empty vials here, and then maybe like go back. We'll go to here, put the other 2 here,
Oh, there
And
isn't
then-
even like these skulls or anything. Sorry, continue.
and then go back and hold position again.
Okay, yeah, Krakus is going to fill the teapot and do another run with that up to the top. So between the Ivette with the vials and Krakus with the teapot, y'all are able to fill the final 2 tubes with goo.
Goo tubes.
I guess I would be the one. I would go up to it and motion to push, even though probably y'all would be better suited to do it. I guess I wasn't thinking. But...
Yeah, you can do it.
All right. Well,
I
I bet.
believe
Do you want to be all the way back there?
I'm gonna be in the light just to be safe. Actually, I'll be in this light.
Well, maybe I could move to the light. Yeah. Yeah, let's move to the light.
All right. I guess I'll do my little push then.
Okay.
Just
So
get
this
out there a
time
little
when
bit,
you
too.
force the lever up, you hear the draining of these tubes, and you don't get that disappointing clunk. Instead, it sounds like something starts to engage, like a gear locked into place or something. And the darkness of the ceiling begins to descend down towards you all. And as it approaches, the entire space begins to sort of crumble away in a almost like digital sort of sense. Kind of like in Assassin's Creed when you like fall back into your fucking memory space or whatever, when the like world folds away. It's sort of like like pieces sort of fall out, revealing that like gray sort of cloudy ground and the swirling multicolored sky that you had seen before you entered this building.
I somehow had a bigger Virgin reference than you had on that. I was just thinking about Diaboromon dying on the Digimon movie, and that is so much worse.
The ground rumbles, and you find yourselves ejected out from the portal that you had initially entered. You are back in Kedwell, in a pile on the ground in Prolic's office.
Is there an owlbear in this office? I should probably. Just
No.
Okay.
Oh no!
Panic!
Oh, you're back so quickly. What was in there? Were you successful?
Quickly, it's been fun. It looks like it's been like fucking 3 weeks.
Goo everywhere.
No, it's been but a few moments.
There were horrible acidic creatures in there.
Sirius chimes in sort of thoughtfully. Time must flow differently within the space. Fascinating.
Do you have any potions?
Oh, yeah, yes, you're hurt. We can patch that up. Are the defenses lowered?
Oh yeah,
Pull the lever.
We got through the whole thing and then it collapsed. I believe we did.
yeah. First there was a corridor, and then there was small goose, and then there was another corridor with small goose and bigger goose, And then there was a third room that has small ghouls, bigger ghouls, and huge ghouls.
How strange.
And they all made like the noise.
Well, I suppose the only way we'll really know if the defenses have been lowered is to try the next step. Perlick picks up the orb, which had been resting at the center of this little occult circle that had been built. Looks about the room at everyone in the group. Takes a longer glance at Sirius, who he'd been working with for this whole thing. Then takes a deep breath and closes his eyes. From him, a sort of green cloud-like version of himself steps out, like of his own body, which carries the core from his hands and stands just a few paces away from Perlick. This green ectoplasmic version of himself then takes the core and jams it into its chest.
Whoa.
The pair of them both throw their heads back and their hands drop down to their sides in unison. And then one of Perlick's hands darts over, his head still sort of thrown back, grabs a pen and begins writing on a sheet of paper on the desk next to him. A few moments pass, and then Perlick sort of forces out some words as if narrating a vision that he's seeing. Thing, I've had Bonzel fighting. I don't recognize people setting up a core in a forest.
Yeah, I remember that.
A snake-like creature. Jaws like an alligator, arms like a man, horns like a ram. Scraping. It speaks. Oh. The writing continues. Now a rustling of bushes, dark shadows, a hand. Bubbling, burning green, a plop. It falls. Flash, white, black, white. Quiet. The green phantom version of Perlick then sort of collapses into a like cloudy puddle, which rapidly dissipates into nothingness. The core drops to the ground with a thud, and Perlick opens his eyes very wide.
Are you okay?
I saw a lot, a series of events tracking sort of backwards in time. He looks over at the paper, hoping that something useful was written down, and there's like much more thorough notes recorded than what he was able to get out verbally.
Mm.
None of you have magic to share thoughts, do you? I'm afraid I do not.
I unfortunately do not.
Nope.
We will resort to my notes then, I suppose.
I can send you a message with up to 100 words. That's the most magic I can do.
And Perlick looks so drained by this experience. I think maybe a couple of you will know if you spent a bunch of time around here and talked to Perlick. So maybe you don't know. He's a librarian, so this isn't really the bunch to have spent a lot of time with him. But He doesn't do this often. This like manifesting of another version of himself. It's very draining for him to do.
I can imagine, yeah.
But this seems more draining than usual for him. It was a powerful experience, I guess. But he, I guess we'll pull the sheet of notes up and in front of him and invite people to sort of gather around and read over his shoulder as he narrates sort of the notes that he took. And it is, I think, as you clocked, Zell, recounting sort of backwards from the events, how the events actually happened, the first adventure and the events leading up to it. So he saw flashes of you all fighting the vine creatures in the forest in the Culberwood. He saw a group of Harkonners setting the core up on that little like stone pole that it was on, and all the symbology and stuff that was surrounding that little ritual with the vine wrap and everything. There's notes here. He didn't say it out loud, but there's notes of like, I was in a bag for a long time. You know, like I just saw the inside of a burlap sack for like what felt like minutes, but was probably a much longer time than that. And then there's a lot of detail around this creature that he narrated. It was sort of an intelligent creature for sure. It spoke. He recorded down. It spoke with a chorus of raspy voices and said, "Yes, good, this is it. These can manipulate the Arcana independently with the correct runic instructions. Find more, bring me more. Together we can engender discord all throughout the realm without implicating any of your people." Unclear who this creature was talking to, but it was holding the orb in one hand and scraping runes into it with the other, with a big claw or a nail or something from the other hand. And then further back in time, the core was sitting in somewhere in the wilderness, in bushes or in a tree or something like that, in some sort of greenery that rustled as a hand, a thick calloused hand, reached in, patting around, and grabbed it from where it was hidden. And then further back in time than that was a sort of bubbling sound, a green burning, leaving remnants in this darkness. And the core sort of manifests and pops out of almost like a fold in space-time. And then a flash of white, and then black, and then white. And then quiet as his vision sort of completed. So that is what was locked behind those, you said slimes and levers, and what else was in there?
That sounds about covers it.
These large lights, it's like a chandelier of sorts to keep the slimes at bay. They seem to be afraid of it, or at least resistant to it, or didn't like it, I guess is the most mild thing I could say. But yes, they came from the ceiling.
Whatever that creature was that I saw must be working with the left hand. I will need to delve back into my memory to try and record as much detail about it as possible. Perhaps we can figure out what it was. I guess. I am not able to perform this ritual again today. We will have to enter the next one of these cores tomorrow, but I think we will be getting information useful to us from them after this.
Do we want some water?
Yes, please.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get you some water.
Water
gotta-
and rest, I think, for myself and all of you from the looks of your wounds.
We got a teapot. It might still have some of that goo in it.
True. Wait. Like Gouda was stuck to us at some point. Did it came back with us?
No.
Oh, we just got cleaned out of it.
Yes, all
Okay.
traces of the goo have been removed off of you. It's
Okay.
as if you never encountered them at all. But your wounds remain.
No, I wanted to scoop goo and save it for some reason. I don't know. Maybe I could make acid bullets. Wait, I think I can make that without the goo too.
Yeah, I mean, acid already exists.
Yeah.
Yeah, and unless anyone wants like a small little scene here, that is the conclusion of the first core that has been unlocked. 3 to go.
All
Nice.
right.
Bookkeeping wise, please do not heal your characters
Okay.
because there's only
yeah, 'cause
one
it's-
day in between adventures. If you attend another one, then you will not necessarily be full healed unless you down a bunch of potions and shit.
Poop.
So
I guess I mean
Okay, how
before
much,
my
Go ahead.
character goes
Sorry.
to bed, I could cast a cure light wounds on you. Is what I'm getting at.
oh yeah, I mean you can if you want to dump the rest of your day's spells into people, that's not a bad idea.
That would be very much appreciated.
Oh, that was that. Cool. That's nice.
1d6 plus 7, so you got
12
there.
for someone.
Yeah, 12
Who's
for
that
Zal.
for? Yeah, thank you.
Can we get like a long rest or something? Because it's the other day anyway. If we
Yeah,
go
a long
again?
rest only heals you for your level though.
Oh, so I'm full HP.
Oh yeah, I suppose you are.
So I can add 8 then? Is that
Yeah.
what you're saying?
Yeah, I guess you can heal up one long rest's worth.
That would get me to full health then,
Okay,
Let's see.
because my kitty cat form took a lot of that.
that's true.
I think the little scene is not just like a little scene, but I bring the cup of water, and then I go talk to to boss to either
Mhm.
heal or Q, and saying that if we're going to need to do that again, we're gonna need to be provided a lot more healing potions than we had in point. I want the company credit card, and I want I want.
Well, we've got other seekers that can do that. We don't need to send y'all back in there.
Yeah, and if anyone else go, they should be provided the means to go and do that safely. I'm fighting for the workers' rights here.
Well, we've got some supplies here on hand, but we do not have an unlimited amount.
I mean, some it's more than none.
I will, we'll coordinate what we can.
Have
Don't
a
you go
great
unionizing
day.
on me, though.
Oh, I will go unionize with all it so fast if you guys can fuck something up.
Y'all are contractors, so it doesn't.
For contractors, where's the pay?
Didn't I pay for this one?
This was a volunteer outfit. You knew that up front.
Asking for a little bit of a contribution.
You didn't say anything about go.
I didn't know anything about good. All right, and I guess because we're doing these sort of back to back XP wise, you get XP credit for going on this mission, but you will not receive it until we finished all 4 of them.
Okay.
Makes
So we
sense.
So it'll be a
Don't
big
level up in the
burst.
middle
It'll
of it,
level everyone up.
Okay.
at the end, but you will not level in between missions.
Yeah, that
Makes
makes
sense.
sense.
And I guess scheduling wise, we're definitely not going to be able to fit in another adventure before the end of the year with all the holidays and stuff. But I do plan on shortly into 2024 scheduling the next one and rapid firing the other two after that. So
Word. That's
Okay.
cool.
We'll see what I can do.
yeah, and I guess if you've got like questions about out of character questions about like how things could have gone or how things worked under the hood or something.
Was there
for that.
anything with the scaffolding and the braziers?
In the last room, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could
Some of
have.
the lights, right?
There were like ropes up there. You could have pulled them back and forth a little bit and had them swinging some if you wanted to. Or just like been up there for high ground.
Okay.
Would that but it was significantly less valuable in this room than it was in some of the other ones.
Would that have automatically made the big goose spit things out if it was in the light?
It wouldn't have made them spit stuff out, but it would have feared them for a round.
Okay.
So, and I guess on the topic of spitting things out, I was going. So it could spit guys out projectile wise. It would have dealt. I think I had it doing like 1d8 plus 12 or something. To whatever the creature had spit out at, and if it spit you far enough and hit another creature, it would do that damage to the person you hit as well. So the plan with that last sort of engulf move was to just spit a bunch of guys at Yvette.
Who couldn't reach at the other side of the
it couldn't
barrier.
reach you otherwise.
That would have been funny.
You would just fucking spit an owlbear into me.
Yeah. That was the plan. They also had attacks, but they didn't really get a chance to do any of them because they died so fast.
I did feel like the crits broke a little bit of the
acid stream was scary.
Yeah, if you had failed the saving throw on the acid spray, it could have gotten bad. If they had hit with their like normal attack, it would have done the normal acid damage, the 2d4 acid damage, but it also would have stuck around for an extra round. Which truly the protection from energy or whatever it was.
Yeah, protection from
actual
energy.
MVP spell for this adventure.
I just picked an array of like useful ones, and that was like one of them. I was just like, I'm so glad I took that.
The other thing, I think the us sort of remembering that the salvo box makes all your bullets force damage. Was also a huge impact because they had 10 damage reduction bypassed by slashing damage. So Krakus and Zell didn't care about it, but for like it, they never took damage from a bite attack. Because those were all sub 10, and it would have been 10 less damage on all of Yvette's hits if he wasn't bypassing those. So they had 105 HP, which didn't last long.
Yeah, that sounded right because 100 was almost dead. Yeah, I think we thought that. Is there anything else it didn't do? What happens if you stepped on that slime trail? Is it just difficult terrain?
It's just difficult terrain. There was one thing. I think there was one scenario where it maybe would have come into play, and I forgot to do it, but it didn't really matter. When you hit them with a weapon, there's a chance for your weapon to get stuck to them. Zell's the only person that made melee weapon attacks against them.
I use my horn, but I don't know if that's
just the big ones.
Gotcha.
You only horned the little guys.
Yes,
the medium
I did
guys.
only. Yeah.
And I mean, the first weapon attack you made, Zell killed him, so nothing there. And the second one, you got engulfed immediately afterwards, so I don't think it really would have mattered. But yeah.
Did I make an attack on? Yeah, I did.
Yeah, you had attack of opportunity when it moved, and then another one that you opted not to take.
And basically, it absorbed me, so you didn't even bother to. Gotcha.
So I forgot to do it there, but it wouldn't have mattered.
What if I was inside of it? my weapon got stuck.
And the only other thing
Oh, bless you,
was
puppy.
there was a very low chance of this coming into play. I guess two things. One, if they took acid damage, it would have healed them. Which
That makes
went
sense,
into
yeah.
play for the medium guys as well. So if it engulfed a medium guy, it would have healed it. But the only medium guy it engulfed was full HP, and it died before that even happened anyways. So that didn't matter. And if it resists a spell, it gains temp HP based on the spell's level, but no one targeted them with a spell. So
Just the big guys, right? Because I think
yeah, just the big guys.
okay.
Oh, and I guess a last little reveal. These creatures had names, not individual
Like
names. I mean,
Ted,
Bob,
no.
Barry.
Jennifer, Barry.
the tiny ones were called
Christopher.
gloplings. The medium ones were called glopples. And the big ones were glopple monarchs.
I like that.
So I thought this had a nice goopy, thick sound.
I like the glop base. It's good.
So yeah, that's the first of 4. What's left is we have puzzles, we have skill challenges, and we have a boss fight.
Boss battle.
Oh shit.
Okay. Those all sound fun.
I do want to do the boss battle though, because that's more chance to crit. I like doing those numbers.
That's
makes me
where
feel
we're
so good
going
about
to-
Just
myself.
make the boss battle like a freaking supersized party. Just everyone.
No,
You
normal
know-
size party.
No. Oh.
When you were saying that we would go back into the orbs, I thought you would make us like replay the adventures of the orb on like with a little differences.
That's what
Like
I
we
was
would-
thinking too.
Yeah, we would have fight like devil lettuce, but they're bigger and stronger now. Like I thought
Oh,
we would like
yeah.
relieve the more because it did.
That-
It,
Could have. That's an interesting idea, and it could have worked for some of them, but for like the third one, which was the Wandering Echoes one, that one would have been a bit weird. Actually, the second one and the third one would have been a bit weird because they were, I don't know, like not that combat focused. That I mean, Wandering Echoes there was almost no combat in that entire adventure. That was just y'all running around a fucking city, talking to people for most of it.
Yeah.
But so I mean, what the avenue I went instead was sort of what was a like major aspect of the adventure that the core came from, and then riff on that for it. So, a sort of major thing from the first adventure was there was a lot of little vines attacking y'all, and like trying to grab you and stuff. There was a bunch of entanglement and things that happened with it. So that was sort of where this one came from. So yeah, the second one is the puzzle one. So that was the Baden Skycorn's lab thing, and that was our first major puzzle. So that got puzzles. And then we went skill challenges for Wandering Echoes because that one had not a ton of skill challenges, but there was like a pretty major, like the puzzle box thing that Elantra dealt with. And then Swamp's Haze was sort of there was a sort of boss battle sort of at the end, kind of.
That was the one with the crystals, right? No.
No,
That was
it was
an orb.
the most recent one.
Yeah, I didn't go to that one. I didn't go to
Yeah,
that one. I was like,
which
it was the like the tree girl, right?
yeah, there was a
Yeah.
demon in a mushroom body.
Yeah.
that you
Which is
fought.
also a tree girl.
Yes.
Yeah, I missed that one.
I have the hero point that I got from there, and I never used it.
You still have it then.
I still have it, yeah.
Okay, I'm ending
What
stream
is
there.
the
Goodbye,
describe
everyone. I
that,
love you.
that creature.